Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear students, welcome back to First Commerce Business Studies online classes. Our today's topic is starting a business basic factors. See, individual lives in a business environment which is indispensable part of our society. See, lecturers teach in classrooms, workers work in factories, shopkeepers sell goods, doctors treat their patients, and drivers drive car or vehicles, etc. In this way, people are busy in day and some people are busy in night. Depend upon the nature of individual job or business. See, now the question arises as to why we all keep ourselves busy day and night. The answer is to earn money, which will be used to satisfy our wants by purchasing goods and services which will be produced by the business organization. So, business is an integral part of our modern society. Business means it is an occupation in which people are regularly engaged in activities related to purchase, production, or providing variety of services to the different customers with the intention to earning profit. So, it is a systematic and organized activity for earning profit. See, business is always dealing with risk. This risk may cause to lower the profit or no profit and even loss. So, therefore, we can say that the start of a business needs useful planning to get success, and the successful result or the success of an organization depend upon the careful planning of the entrepreneur or the ability of the entrepreneur and the starters of new business. For example, to start a factory, maybe in small scale, one should make a plan about the factory layout and the requirement of machineries or any other furnitures, and the requirement of workforce, maybe the laborers, skilled workers or unskilled workers, and about the capital. They should discuss about the capital requirement and the amount of money that is what needed to start or to run the business effectively and efficiently. So, these estimation about the plant layout or estimation about the requirement of capital or the decision relates to the workforce, all these are simple in case of small organization, but these are complex, means these estimations are complex in case of large organization. So, let's discuss some of the important factors which will be must be considered or by the entrepreneur or the starters of the new business. Means here there are number of factors are taken very important role while starting a business organization, because based on these factors the entrepreneur can decide about the future level of profit. Okay, so here the first one is selection of line business. See, business entrepreneur, or firstly the entrepreneur should decide about the nature and type of business to be undertaken. See, there are number of types of business organization maybe take up by the entrepreneur. Say for example, he can start manufacturing industries, or the entrepreneur can start service oriented industries, or the business entrepreneur can deal with the trading activities. There are number of options are there to start a small scale or the large scale organization. So here selection of line business is one of the important factor before that should be decided by the entrepreneur before starting the organization. So the decision will be influenced by the customer requirement and the ability to invest sufficient capital and the technical knowledge of an entrepreneur. Based on that, based on his interest level, his or her interest level, they can start their organization, the type of organization. So selection of line business, decision about the nature and type of organization, type of business to be undertaken is a very important factor while starting a business organization. One should decide whether we are undergoing with manufacturing industry or trading activities or any other type of industry. They should decide first. They should decide that factor first before make other decision. And next one is size of firm. So after deciding about the selection line business means type of business, one should decide the size of the firm, means the scale of its operation, scale of the business organization, means whether they are planned to start a large scale industry or small scale industry, like that. So it is another important factor to be undertaken by the entrepreneur while starting a business organization. Means here size of the business, say for example, if the entrepreneur finds that he is confident that the demand for the proposed product is very good in the market, then he may plan, he can arrange the necessary capitals to start a business organization. Say if the market condition is uncertain, then risk also high in such cases. So before deciding about the size of the firm, one should analyze the market environment clearly. After analyzing the market environment, he can decide about the quantity of production. Say for example, if the organization wants to start his organization in a large scale, then they should analyze the market condition first. Customer demand, customer requirement is there or not. After that, they can plan to produce any proposed product. So size of the firm also one of the important factor while starting a business organization. And the next one is choice of form of ownership. Here with respect of the ownership, means entrepreneur or the business organization may take the form of sole proprietorship or partnership or joint stock company or any other form of business organization. So this is depend on, we can say that the availability of capital and the line of business. Based on that, we can select the form of ownership. Say for example, you don't want to involve any other individuals or any other entities into your business, then you can start sole proprietorship. That is the best way to earn profit, or the sole bearer of risk and sole receiver of all the profits. So based on the advantages, here other forms of ownership like sole proprietorship, partnership or joint stock company, you can select any one particular form of ownership based on that merits and demerits. Means here each form of ownership have its own features, means have its own advantages and disadvantages. So based on that, after careful analyzing of the factors, advantages and disadvantages of concerned form of ownership, you can select the best one out of, say you can select the best one. You can select sole proprietorship or partnership or joint stock company, like that. Okay, so look, selection or the choice of form of ownership is one of the important factor. Here the choice of form of ownership is depend on such factors like the decision of profit and the legal formalities and the liability of the owner. Say for example, you are able to receive all the liabilities of the business, then sole proprietorship is good. Then if you are not interested to receive all the risk and you want to share the profits with one or two or more person, then partnership is good. If you select the if you select the partnership form of organization, then investment is also made by the two different individuals or two or more different individuals. That is a plus to you. You can easily collect the funds which is required to start a business or as well as to run a business. So based on the advantages and disadvantages, you can decide or you can select the best form of ownership. That is what choice of form of ownership. And the next one is the location of business enterprise. See, to start an organization, one should decide about the place. One should decide the place where the organization will be located, where the enterprise will be located. If any wrong decision is taken at this stage, then the enterprise, it can result in, this wrong decision can result in high loss of production or high loss overall. It adversely affect to the activities of a management. So while selecting the location of a business organization, entrepreneur should analyze whether the availability of raw material is there or not, or the availability of laborers is possible in that area or not. Like that, he should analyze each and every factor. Like he should verify whether the raw materials are available, laborers are available, and transportation facilities there or not, communication technology or communication is possible in that area or not. Like that, he should decide each and every factor. Maybe it can say that auxiliaries to trade. He should focus on auxiliaries to trade while selecting the location of an enterprise. So that is what location of business enterprise. And the next one is financing the proposition. See, financing is concerned with the providing the necessary funds or necessary capitals to start a business as well as to run a business organization. So we know that capital is required in each and every stages of a business activity, correct, right? So capital is required to purchase fixed assets like building, land, machineries, furniture, or any other loose tools or any other equipment. And also business require sufficient amount of funds to meet the day-to-day expenses of an organization. That is nothing but working capital requirement. For example, payment of wages and salaries, payment of payment for the purchase of raw materials, payment of electricity bill, like that. The number of expenses are there in an organization. So to bear all those expenses, business requires sufficient amount of fund. So a proper financing plan is required for the success of an organization. So capital is required to meet the day-to-day expenses, to purchase a fixed asset, and so proper financial planning of an organization is very important, and it determines the capital requirement of an organization. In this year, to start an organization, we require this much amount of capital. So to estimate the capital requirement, we need proper financial planning. And after that, in the financial planning itself, financial planning of an organization determines from where we can collect the required amount of capital. The number of sources are there, from how we can select or how we can raise the funds. So they should decide, entrepreneurs should decide about the capital, where we can raise the capital. That also very important. And after receiving sufficient amount, after collecting the sufficient amount of funds, they should carefully utilize the available funds in the organization for the success of an organization. Say, to bear all the expenses of an organization required 10 lakh rupees, then 10 lakh rupees is raised by the organization, then they should utilize the available funds in an efficient manner. If they are not able to utilize the available funds in a proper manner, then it may adversely affect the organization's profit level. So they should carefully take any important decision relates to the financing activities. So financing proposition is also one of the important factor while starting a business organization. And the next one is physical facilities. See, physical facilities like machines or equipments and like building, furniture are some of the important physical facilities which are required especially for the production activities or production process. So these requirements will be depend on the nature and type of business organization. Say for example, if you are starting a manufacturing industries, then you need to procure or purchase highly advanced machineries and some other loose tools or equipments for the production process, correct, right? So based on the type of organization or based on the type of business, one should decide about the physical facilities requirement. If you are running a trading industry, then you need not purchase highly advanced machineries or any other loose tools or equipments. If you are running a manufacturing industry, you are dealing with the production process, then you should buy the highly advanced technology or machineries to meet the demands of the customers. To satisfy them, you need to fulfill their demands and all. So based on the nature and types of business, you can decide about the physical requirement of an organization. And the next one is plant layout. Here, once you decide about the physical requirements of an organization, say in your organization requirement of physical facilities are determined. The next step is entrepreneur should decide about the plant layout. Here plant layout means what? The physical arrangement of machines and equipment which are used at the time of manufacturing or the production process. So that machine is fixed here or machine is placed there, like that you should decide where we can fix the machine, whether in the first floor or second floor, like that. Okay, so physical means plant layout is very important. This plant layout decisions can be done only after determining the physical facilities. If you in your organization you need to buy machineries or any other loose tool or equipments, then you are running a manufacturing industry. Then it means what? You are running manufacturing industries, then plant layout is very important to your organization. So based on the type of organization or nature of organization, you can decide about the plant layout. And the next one is competent and committed workforce. If you are running, if you are producing machine oriented products, then such companies or such industries also require human force. So each and every organization needs to recruit some competent and committed workforce. The success of an organization is depend upon the committed and competent workforce. Why? Because they only can convert the physical outputs into the desired outputs. Okay, so to operate a machine, one means entrepreneur require or the business organization require one labor, means one worker, correct? So competent and committed workforce means business organization must think about how we can motivate the workers to work efficiently, how we can train up the workers, like that. So because each entrepreneur can do everything by himself, so he need to recruit some employees, maybe the skilled or unskilled workers for the smooth flow of an organization. So competent and committed workforce. If you are if you are starting labor oriented industry, then also the factor relates to competent and committed workforce is taken very important role. And the next one is tax planning. Tax planning nowadays, tax planning is very important because of number of tax laws are existing in our country. Even GST is implemented, but in that also some of the additional knowledge we should know, means entrepreneurs should know about those factors. These tax laws will helpful to the entrepreneur sometimes to reduce the burden of tax payment and sometimes for the prompt payment of tax to the government. So tax planning also very important while starting a business organization. And the last one is launching the enterprise. See, after taken into consideration of all those factors, all the above mentioned factors, entrepreneur can decide to launch an actual launch of an organization. After launching the organization, business organization, they can start the production process and they can involve with the advertisement campaign or the marketing campaign and all. So while starting an organization, an entrepreneur should focus on various factors, because the success we need to, means always entrepreneur wants to get success in each and every activities of a business organization, because the main intention of an organization or the main intention of every entrepreneur is to earn sufficient amount of profit, sufficient amount of money, and the main intention of each and every organization is to survive in the market. For the survival purpose, each and every one tries to attract the customers. They need to creatively produce something. They need to attract the number of customers. They need to reach the number of customers and all. So if any decision is taken wrongly by the entrepreneur, it may adversely affect the overall activities of an organization. So before starting an organization, one should decide, means one should analyze all the important factor which after analyzing the factors only, they can plan to start an organization or to launch an organization. So now take down the assignment question for this class. State any 4 factors which are important while starting an organization. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.